Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. It is that time of the month again, and no, not that time. It is time for monthly favorites, and this month I'm going to be sharing with you 4 products that were standouts for me. I found myself reaching for these constantly, and I'm also going to be sharing with you a flop, one particular product that didn't really work for me, and if you have already been watching my videos up until now, you may even know which product that is. So if you are interested in hearing a little bit more about those products, then stay tuned. So first up is a cleanser. This is from IS Clinical, and it's the Warming Honey Cleanser. I think this is my second tube, and I'm about halfway through this one. Over the past few months, my skin had gotten a bit reactive, and when my skin does that, I like to have tried and true products that I can turn to that I know will heal my skin, soothe it, and calm it, and this is definitely one of those that I keep in that arsenal. It's considered a treatment cleanser. It's glycerin based, which is really great if you have dry or dehydrated skin. It also has honey, which is healing and also has antibacterial qualities, papaya enzymes that will gently exfoliate the skin, and also green tea extract, which is a fabulous antioxidant. And what's really interesting about this product, I'm going to see if I can show you, is that it actually looks and smells like honey. And I won't tell you how I know this, but it also tastes like honey too. I do believe that honey is the second ingredient on this. It is a bit tricky to apply this. There is a little bit of a learning curve that I found when I had my first tube. How I like to apply it is a little bit in my hand. I'll add a small amount of water and then kind of massage in and then massage onto dry skin. I know that some other folks, especially over on Instagram and the skincare community, have some similar but yet different ways to apply it. But that's been how I found has worked for me and my skin. And I just kind of sit there. My favorite way to apply it is in the shower. I'll kind of massage it in. Sometimes I'll leave it on then while I'm washing my body and allow those enzymes to kind of work a little bit. But overall, this has been fantastic. And it does run a little bit because I've been using my hands. So definitely need to wipe that off before I get it on my carpet. All right, crisis averted. All right. I know that this particular cleanser has been a little bit difficult for some to find. Originally, it was for professional use only, so it was available in dermatology and estheticians' offices, but I have been getting mine from Lovely Skin. I will include a link below. So yep, this has been fantastic and a definite go-to for me lately. All right, next up is from Nars, and this is the Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Let's Go Crazy. I received this in my Sephora February Play Box, and this particular lip pencil has been an absolute go-to as we approach spring, and I think we're now officially in spring, and it's described as a vivid pink. I just call it fruit punch. Super pretty. I have it on today, but what I like about it is that it can layer really well with other lipsticks. So sometimes I will apply this and really focusing on the edges of my lips and then kind of use my finger to blend it in a little bit or go like that. And then I can either put like a gloss or a pink lipstick kind of in the middle, and it gives a really pretty ombre effect to the lips and also gives the overall look of a fuller lip as well, which I'm always after. It's definitely a brighter, bolder pink, which I'm a fan of. I always get compliments when I wear a little bit of a bolder lip, and I think it's something fun to play around with for spring and summer. So I'm excited to have this, and I may purchase a full size once I run out of this. If you have something similar that you find is kind of like a go-to bold lip, definitely let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear that. And I will also tell you that the lasting power on this is pretty amazing, so definitely check that out if you're looking for something similar. All right, I've shared with you 2 higher end products. The next one I found at the drugstore. This was a brand that hadn't really been on my radar until MS Gold Girl Marnie had talked about Flower Beauty, and so I went into Ulta as well as Walmart, kind of searching for things that I wanted to try, and I was been on the market for a new mascara. I don't know if you guys have gone through this, but I found myself really uninspired for a while from mascara. My lashes were kind of doing funny things. No matter what mascara I was using, I wasn't really happy with that. So I decided to pick this up. I think this was like $10, and it's called the Zoom In Ultimate Mascara. And that is what the brush looks like. It's got the teeny little plastic bristles. I know that not everybody likes these. One of the reasons why I wanted to try this is because I felt like I really needed to get in at the bases of my lashes and really be able to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle in order to lift them up and kind of place them in the right direction, because I just kind of felt like they were going everywhere. What's really interesting about this, I'm going to see if I can show you, is that it's got this twisting mechanism. So you twist it and then it turns the brush. I haven't used it in that way. I mean, I don't know. I'm really not much of a fan of those types of brushes because I find that I end up getting mascara everywhere. I kind of just like straightforward bristles. If you're looking for a new mascara, I've had this I think for 2 months now, and it's just now getting to the point where I feel like I'm in my last month, which is great because usually you should try to rotate through your mascaras about every 3 months. It's when the mascara starts to dry out, and it can also harbor bacteria, which can lead to eye infections, so definitely be careful with that. But if you're looking for a high-performing drugstore mascara that doesn't really break the bank too much, definitely consider this. I also found that this particular mascara, I don't have any flaking underneath my eyes. And as a nurse, sometimes I get kind of sweaty throughout the day. I don't have time to be fixing that sort of thing. And I was really surprised that this didn't give me any of that. I also found that I didn't get any of that up here on my upper lid. I found that this separated very well, lengthened my lashes, and also gave me a bit of volume. So I found that this really checked a ton of boxes for me. I will definitely be picking up a backup of this very soon. Next up is a shampoo, and I received a deluxe sample of this in my last Birchbox, and I believe that was January. The sample was about that big, and I think I got 2 uses out of it. I mean, I've got a lot of hair and it's pretty long. And after my first use, I knew that I had to buy this particular shampoo. And I've heard lots of people rave about it. I went online and then I saw the price. It's a pricey little sucker. And this is the Oribe Gold Lust Repair and Restore Shampoo. So many people rave about this, and I get it. I found that it really leaves my scalp super clean, and then my ends as well as all of my hair isn't dry. And I find that sometimes that's really difficult to get. Sometimes if it really cleanses your scalp, you're left with pretty dry hair, or if you're looking for something that's not going to strip your ends, it doesn't really clean your hair very well. Never-ending battle. Anyways, this has been great. I do find that I have to get my hair absolutely drenched in order to even get the product kind of into my hair and into my scalp, because this is very, very concentrated. Not like Pureology concentrated where it's going to lather really well. So you do have to work with this a little bit, and I found that I had somewhat of a learning curve with this, but I've been reaching for this constantly. I like to rotate this with one of my toning shampoos so that I can keep my hair a little less brassy. And so I'll kind of use that and then use this as well. I also find myself reaching for this on those days where I know that for a number of days, maybe I'm going to be working and I don't like to come home from a work day and try to go in and wash my hair, because then it's an extra hour or so that I've got to dry it and style it before bed. And after a long day in the hospital, that's just not on my priority list. So if ever that's the case, or I know that I do want to get a stretch out of a shampoo, I will reach for this. Normally with normal shampoos, I can get about 3 days before I need to wash. This I can get to 4, no problem. And I actually went a 5th day. My hair didn't look too great on that 5th day. I did have to use a significant amount of dry shampoo, but yep, this is great. I did pick this up from Birchbox when they were having a 20% off sale, so there is a way to get this less expensive. So I ended up paying about $40, which is still very pricey for a shampoo, but overall, this is really great. This is also sulfate-free if you're looking for a sulfate-free shampoo. This does have dimethicone, however, so if you only use silicone-free shampoos, you may not like this. However, I find for myself, this doesn't weigh my hair down at all. So definitely check this out. All right, so as I mentioned, I did have one flop this month, and if you have seen my other videos up until this point, you may already know what this product is. I can't remember having been so excited about a foundation launch. it's been a long time. But I was super excited about the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful Look 24-Hour Foundation. And this was probably one of the biggest letdowns that I've had with a foundation. I was super disappointed when I tried this. I have tried this so many different ways. I will link my foundation review of this somewhere around here as well as below. So definitely check that out if you haven't already seen it. I could not get this to work for me. I tried without primers. I tried with a variety of primers. I tried, I think I had read, really spray your face with like a MAC Fix Plus. I use the Smashbox priming water for that. Apply with a sponge, apply with a brush, apply with your fingers. Set it, don't set it. I have tried everything and I just really could not get the product to work. I found that it just, I don't know, it did set, which I will give it that, but I couldn't really build it up. It's like once it's set, you can't touch it because it would kind of lift off, which I found was really weird. And then as time would go on, it just started breaking up in different areas of my face. I found that it settled into my pores as well as lines that I really didn't know I had. It kind of accentuated texture that wasn't really there. So this was a huge flop for me, and yeah, super disappointed. I will say that I do love quite a few Marc Jacobs products, so I'm excited to continue to try those. However, this was a real big disappointment. So, all right guys, those were my favorite products from the month of March. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I would love to know what some of your favorites have been from this month, so definitely let me know in the comments below. I do read all of those comments and I appreciate the time that you take to let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, consider giving me a like. I will also place this video in my playlist for favorites, so definitely feel free to check those out. I would love to have you here again, so consider subscribing and then hitting that notification bell. I hope that this video finds you well, and I will talk to you guys all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.